Quentin Tarantino has apparently ended a future third Kill Bill 3, but the film could happen without him as director. Tarantino always said he would make 10 movies before retiring and always saw Kill Bill as a film split in two, with that caveat, from Reservoir Dogs to Once Upon a Time. In Hollywood are 9 films, leaving the director with one project before he hits his self-imposed limit. While promoting his new book Cinema Speculation, Tarantino said his 10th and final film would be an original story, ruling out the possibility of him directing a third Kill Bill film, but that wouldn't kill the project. Although Kill Bill 3 isn't Tarantino's 10th and final film, life could still be in the hands of another director. Finally, between Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction, Tarantino was also a screenwriter, with work done by Oliver Stone and Tony Scott. He also wrote From Dusk Till Dawn, directed by his friend and frequent collaborator Robert Rodriguez. Therefore, Tarantino could write a third Kill Bill entry and hand it to another director. There's also a workaround that means directing Kill Bill 3 wouldn't cause Tarantino to push past his self-imposed limit. Quentin Tarantino could still direct Kill Bill 3. If Quentin Tarantino kills Bill Vols 1 and 2 as a complete film, then Quentin Tarantino could make the film without exceeding his limit. While Kill Bill is a film about the bride and her quest for vengeance against those who have wronged her, it is also about family and inheritance. For example, in Kill Bill Vol. 1, Oren Ishii was shocked to witness her parents' violent deaths when she was 9 years old. Also, in Kill Bill 1, the bride takes bloody revenge on Vernita Green while her young daughter, Nikki, is upstairs in her room. Tarantino has teased an adult Nikki as the lead in Kill Bill 3 who would hunt down Uma Thurman's The Bride and Maya Hawke as her adult daughter Babette to avenge her mother's death. Since this would technically continue the story of the bride's quest for vengeance and its aftermath, Kill Bill 3 could be classified as a continuation of the same film rather than a film in its own right. This would allow Tarantino to lead the project without breaking his promise. The story of Kill Bill 3 is too good to ignore. Kill Bill 3 should still happen because the story perspective is too good to ignore. Focusing on a revenge quest by Vernita's daughter Nikki against the bride and Babette would be a brilliant way to flip the audience's perspective on the first two parts. Tarantino has stated that Nikki's desire to kill the bride is as valid as the bride's vengeance against those who wrought the carnage at her wedding. As Uma Thurman's real-life daughter, casting Maya Hawke in Kill Bill 3 would add another layer to the film's themes of family and revenge. The bride herself even told young Nikki that she would wait for her if she ever wanted to avenge the death of her mother. Vivica of Fox suggested Zendaya as the perfect cast for the role of her adult on-screen daughter, and the internet responded positively. Hawke and Zendaya are both popular with young audiences through their work in Stranger Things and Euphoria respectively, so they can bring the story of the bride to a whole new generation of viewers. Considering Quentin Tarantino's long list of unreleased sequels and spin-offs, it's no surprise the director scrapped the prospect of Kill Bill 3 as his 10th and final film. And yet, unlike his Double V Vega project with Michael Madsen and John Travolta, or his discussed Django, Zorro project with Jamie Foxx and Antonio Banderas, Kill Bill 3 feels like a more robust concept. There's a solid storyline to the Two Pines massacre that continues to influence the lives of the children of those involved, and it would be disappointing if Tarantino's self-imposed 10-movie limit meant the movie never got made. Tarantino remains the best choice for Kill Bill 3. It's possible another director will take on Kill Bill 3, but Quentin Tarantino has a colorful history of how his stories are approached by other directors. Tarantino's hatred of natural-born killers is well documented, so he would likely be protective of the characters and the world he created. Tarantino therefore remains the best choice to write and direct Kill Bill 3. He knows these characters, and his passion for a potential third film shows that he has a strong vision of what he expects from it. However, the ever-present 10-film limit is between Tarantino and Kill Bill 3. If he's not bold enough to surreptitiously classify all 3 Kill Bills as one film, another possible way around the limit would be to make it as a miniseries. Tarantino has been linked with the follow-up series Justified, suggesting he's open to a move to prestige television. A Kill Bill miniseries centered around Nikki, the bride and Babette would be highly sought after by streamers like Netflix and Prime. It would be a nice solution to give the world more Tarantino and continue the Kill Bill story, because Kill Bill 3 can work without the direction of Quentin Tarantino. Alternatively, a new directorial perspective on the bride's story could be perfect for Kill Bill 3. The story is largely female-driven, with Uma Thurman as the protagonist, and many of the former assassins who were part of the Deadly Vipers were female. A female director tackling a Kill Bill sequel could bolster Tarantino's fictional world, especially as the future storyline continues its female focus, centered around mothers and daughters. Action movie history is littered with men avenging their dead fathers or husbands, so having 2 killer daughters butt heads would be a refreshing change from the norm. Looking through the list of Tarantino's favorite films of the past decade, there aren't many female directors listed, so should he hand over directing duties, a female successor wouldn't be guaranteed. But even if he wasn't directing Kill Bill 3, Tarantino would likely still be a writer and producer, so he'd have a say in how it's made. Tarantino hasn't directed every movie he's written, but he now has a much bigger influence in the industry and would likely choose a director he trusts with his vision to direct another Oliver Stone movie, divided by natural-born killers in order to avoid any incident. As unlikely as the prospect of a third Kill Bill movie seems given Tarantino's comments on his last film, it's clear the director still has options for revisiting the story. Since Tarantino co-wrote the Django, Zorro comic, Nicky's quest for revenge on the bride might even be in print. These many alternatives for Tarantino to continue the Bride story both in and out of the director's chair mean there's still hope that audiences can see a Kill Bill 3 in some form in the future. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and support my channel.